This is Sara Graceson, where grace begins with you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I came in today with this beautiful perfume haul. Some fragrances that I acquired over a little bit of time, and I thought that I would share in one video all of the new fragrances that I have added to my collection. So if that sounds like something that you'll be very interested in, please stick around. But before we get started, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please don't forget to share my videos, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload more great content. So without further ado, because I have quite a few fragrances, well, not a big one, but it's big enough. I have quite a few fragrances that I'm really excited or really elated to talk about. And the first fragrance I have is a fragrance that I've been kind of dying to get my hands on, and I finally got my hands on this fragrance, and it is Passé Soir. And Passé Soir is a woman's fragrance, and if you've been watching me, you know I love BDK's bottles. I love the simplicity of their caps. I just love everything about BDK. So let's get into the fragrance. I'll give you the notes. The top notes are ginger, mandarin, orange, black pepper. The middle notes are quince, Moroccan jasmine, orange blossom. And the base notes are cashmere, amberwood, Singapore patchouli. It is a woody, white, floral, fruity, warm, spicy, sweet citrus amber, floral, fresh, musky fragrance. And you know, after watching a bunch of individuals that review Passé Soir, we know that this one gets a lot of rave and it gets a lot of praises, and it is well deserved. Passé Soir is a beautiful floral, fruity. I get fresh fruity fragrance. It's just beautiful. It's like kind of in a class of its own. You know, certain fragrances I smell or I come across, they can give you a reminder, or they can remind you of other fragrances. And you know, most people don't want to have fragrances after fragrances of the same scent profile. Like, you know, they don't want to have fragrances smell exactly alike. Now, they can remind you of things, but they don't want to have fragrances. And Passé Soir, the reason why I say that is Passé Soir is a fragrance that just smell, you know, it's kind of in a lane by itself. It's just a beautiful floral fragrance, a fruity floral fragrance. And it is really a nice feminine fragrance. This one here is Passé Soir by BDK Perfumes. The next fragrance I have for you guys are fragrances that are really easy on the budget. I've talked about these certain fragrances. I seen that they had a new fragrance out, actually, I don't know if it's new or not, but it's new to me, and it is from the Mix Bar collection, and this one is Whipped Almond number 14. So whipped almond comes from Mix Bar, where you can get it. I've known to get it at Target, It's very inexpensive. They're great fragrances. They last very long, have a great sillage, projection, longevity. I'll give you the notes. The notes in this one is almond, milk, sandalwood, and iris flower. It's an almond, lactonic, nutty, fruity, woody, sweet, powdery iris floral fragrance. This one is very beautiful. It's like almost like a cloud. It has that almond, not like a bitter almond. It's like a like almost like a whipped cream type of nutty almond fragrance. So it's really, and it's musky. It's a beautiful musky fragrance, whipped, creamy, lactonic, sweet, kind of almondy, nutty fragrance. And this one is a very nice one. So I was glad I seen this one online when I actually was picking up another vanilla bourbon that I'm going to mention in a few. And I was so happy to get my hands on this one. This is whipped almond. They're about $19.99. You can find them on a Target website. The next fragrance that I have for you guys is another beautiful fragrance by Mixbar. And it is Cloud Musk. I'll give you the notes. This one is a unisex fragrance. I don't know if I told you guys that. And Whipped Almond by Mixbar is a unisex fragrance. So the top notes of Cloud Musk is cardamom, cypress. The middle notes are cotton flower, iris, jasmine, and peony. And the base notes are tonka bean and woodsy notes. It's a powdery, woody, musky, aromatic, warm, spicy, vanilla, sweet, iris, amber, floral fragrance. And it's just as the name say, it's like a pillowy, cottony, like cotton musk type of fragrance. It's not too sweet. It's not too, tart. It's just pillowy. It's a beautiful, delicate fragrance. Musky fragrance. I really like this Cloud Musk. The next one I have is a new one to my collection. Well, it's not a new bottle, I should say, but I've talked about this fragrance before, but these are all kind of, the other ones are new to my collection. I love a vanilla bourbon by Mixbar, and I'll give you the notes. This one is also a unisex fragrance. The top notes are black pepper, bergamot. The middle notes are jasmine, vanilla orchid, apple blossom, and the base notes are Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood, and amber. It is a vanilla, woody, powdery, sweet, amber, fresh, spicy fragrance. Exactly. It is that. It's so good. It's that vanilla. It's that bourbon. It's boozy. It lasts very long on my skin. It has great projection, and its longevity is fantastic. If you want something vanilla, you don't want to spend a lot of money, something inexpensive that'll still give you a nice bite, this is it. This fragrance is so beautiful, and as you can tell, I reach for it. I do have a new bottle, and it's a very easy reach. Very easy reach. Vanilla, go out the door, and easy reach actually for any occasion. I love it. This one is Vanilla Bourbon by Mixbar. I have some more beautiful ones coming up, guys. Some ones that might be a little controversy as well. But I have the next one that I have for you is new to my collection. And I think I've mentioned this fragrance before, but it is a new fragrance to my collection. And it was, when I hauled it by Miller Harris, it's Chorizo. And I'll give you the notes. It's a unisex fragrance. The top notes are tangerine, artissimus. The middle notes are rose, laburnum, potassium, narcissus. The base notes are agarwood, oud, sweet notes, and patchouli and vanilla. It's a sweet oud, rose, fresh spicy citrus, patchouli, amber, herbal, woody, warm, spicy fragrance. Now I've spoke about this because it is new to my collection, and I'm still trying to see if this will be a fragrance that stay in my collection. I know it is raved about online, and kind of that's why the reason I got it, but it is really not, it's not unlike any other fragrance. To me, I get rose. I don't get a lot of the oud. It's not really exciting. It's just a fragrance to me. It's kind of just a fragrance. It's not something that I go and reach for. But I'm still trying to play around with it because I want to try to see if I will eventually warm up to it. But it's not a bad, don't get me wrong, it's not something that just disgusts me or something, no from the door. But it really isn't something that, that I would go out my way for either. So this one is Miller Harris Chorizo. And the next fragrance I have for you guys is that's another one that's new to my collection. Actually, it's a house. This is a house that I've initially tried. This is my first time having a fragrance from this house. And I'm kind of glad I did try it. I was, you hear a lot about this fragrance or this house on, in videos. So. Spiritual by M. Micallef, and it is a unisex fragrance, and I'll give you the notes. The top notes are bergamot, pink pepper, middle notes are jasmine, cedar, and the base notes are ambergris, benzoin, and vanilla. It is a amber, vanilla, white floral, citrus, animalic, balsamic, soft, spicy, woody, warm, spicy, powdery fragrance. It is spicy. It's vanilla. This is actually that pink pepper that you're going to get, that burst of pink pepper. You're going to get the citrus from the bergamot, and then it's going to dry down in something vanilla. This pink pepper will mellow out, and it'll be vanilla, and it'll be a little woody. It's still a beautiful fragrance, and the longevity on this fragrance is amazing. And the projection on this fragrance is also amazing. This one is Spiritual by M. Micallef. The next fragrance I have for you guys is a goodie. I've talked about this fragrance, I think, before, but it is another new one that I purchased to add to my collection. Well, actually, it's just another backup bottle by Philosophy, and it is Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. It's a unisex fragrance. Vanilla is the notes. Vanilla, cashmere, wood, sandalwood, coconut, musk. It's a vanilla, woody, powdery, musky, coconut, sweet, balsamic, amber fragrance. And I've told you guys, this is such a comforting, warm, beautiful, cozy, vanilla, cashmerean fragrance. So cozy, so comforting, so lactonic, so milky, so creamy. It's the best fragrance out of the Fresh Cream line by Philosophy, to me, in my opinion. And I love it. Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. The next fragrances that I have for you guys, another one that came in my one that I purchased during this perfume haul. They all came in at different times, but I'm still glad to have them in my collection. By Goldfield and Banks, and it is Wood Infusion, and it is a unisex fragrance, and this is a niche brand that's out of Australia. I'll give you the notes. The top notes are sweet orange, middle notes are lavender, Italian iris, and amber, and the base notes are exotic woods, agarwood, island musk, Indonesian patchouli leaf. It is a woody oud, lavender, powdery, musky iris, citrus, fresh, spicy, amber patchouli fragrance. And I think I've made a video about this fragrance, but it is a beautiful, beautiful woody oud, light, airy, delicate, I'm gonna just say it, pretty fragrance. Beautiful, stunning fragrance. It is, so the oud isn't too overbearing or too it doesn't take over the fragrance. The woodiness is there. It's just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, and a great name for this fragrance, like wood infusion. Like they fused all those notes together and made a delightful, beautiful fragrance. This one is Goldfield and Banks Wood Infusion. The next fragrance I have for you guys is one that I got doing a perfume. Got a great deal on these fragrances, so I picked it up. I was so interested in the house and intrigued by the house. Again, by Goldfield and Banks. The bottles are beautiful. They're simple, but they're beautiful. They're classic. Love it. I'm always in for a good, nice, classic, clean line bottle. And this one is by Goldfield and Banks, and it is Velvet Splendor or Splendor. And the notes are Mimosa, jasmine, sandalwood, tonka bean, orange blossom, patchouli, Australian sandalwood, Haitian vetiver, leather, and mandarin orange. It is a white floral, woody, yellow floral, powdery, sweet, warm, spicy, floral, citrus, patchouli, aromatic fragrance. Let me get one spray, guys. Please, let me get one little spray. One spray of this fragrance, because I talked about this fragrance before, and it's remember I tried to say I wanted something. I thought I was going to get something velvety, smooth, floral, and this one just didn't do it for me. I purchased it. I got a great price. This is another one that was just, it has some type of note in there, and I don't know if it's the mimosa. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it just kind of turns me off. It's not velvety, it's not silky, it's not smooth. It's kind of just, it's actually a little powdery, but it just has this weird kind of sunscreeny smell, and I'm not very fond of it. I want to say it may be the leather, but I can't really distinguish what it could be, but it's just not one that is my favorite out of this house. But I have it, and hopefully I can play with it a little bit and see if if I can make it work. So this one is by Goldfield and Banks, and it is Velvet Splendor. And the next fragrance I have for you guys is one that I truly liked. So let me get a spray before I put it up there, guys. I'm sorry. I want to get it so I have it and I'm able to smell it before I put it up on because I'm really fond of this fragrance. And this one is by Goldfield and Banks, and this one is White Sandalwood. And I talked about this fragrance before. And this one, the notes are Turkish rose, Australian sandalwood, saffron, thyme, pepper, and amber. It's a warm, spicy rose, woody, fresh, spicy, aromatic, powdery, amber, metallic, floral, leather. You do get the metallic, but not a harsh or a like a stinging metallic, like a cold metallic. You get a little tiny bit of the leather, but what you do get is that sandalwood, that beautiful sandalwood, Australian sandalwood. You don't get a lot of the saffron, but you know it's there. This is just a beautiful, delicate fragrance. The only thing, it's not going to have a lot of projection, and it's going to kind of sit close to the skin. If that doesn't bother you, then just so you know, but it's still beautiful, it's classy, it's still delicate, it's feminine, even though it's a unisex fragrance. To me, it's clean, it's airy, it's not heavy at all. It's not heavy at all, and I'm really excited that I'm really glad that it's not heavy. Probably the juice will be a lot darker, but it has that white sandalwood tendency. This one is a beautiful feminine fragrance to me. Now, maybe a man can pull it off, but I still think it leans a bit feminine. This one is Goldfield and Banks White Sandalwood. And the next fragrance I have, guys, is really one that I could not wait to get my hands on. And this one, I don't want to keep you guys, I don't want to keep you guys here really long, but this one is really the one I've been waiting to talk about. Because this one, I really couldn't wait until it came in the mail and I was able to put my nose on this fragrance. Because of all the rave and the reviews and the great things I heard about this fragrance, I could not wait to try this Rosendo Matu. And it is number 5. Hope I'm saying it right. So if you can't see it, guys, I know it might be a little because it's a reflective label, so I'll try to set it there. But let me give you the notes. The notes are exotic florals, top notes, spices. The middle notes are carnation, lily of the valley. And the base note is amber, musk, and vanilla. Now this fragrance is floral, amber, musky, powdery, vanilla, warm, spicy, aromatic, sweet, white floral. So I was reading some of the reviews. Some people had the fragrance, or have the fragrance, and they were telling you, I looked up some reviews of the fragrance and what some's opinion, some others' opinions were, and mostly I got, it smelled like burning rubber and different things like that. But it's still, but there also was a lot of hype and people saying how great the fragrance was. So I was like, okay, I got to get my hands on this fragrance. So when I got the fragrance, guys, it came in the mail. I got the fragrance and I sprayed it, and I got oud. Like heavy oud, but for the people that said they got burning rubber, I could get that. Like I could smell that. Burning rubber, to me, it's burning rubber. To them, it's burning rubber. To me, it was like oud. It was the smell of oud, but I could get both of them. I could get the burning rubber and I could get the oud smell. So I see where they were coming from. So I was like, okay, I'm going to spray. When I sprayed it on my skin, it didn't, it projected a little bit, but it didn't really give me any longevity. So I'm like, I'm wearing it around the home and I'm just trying to figure out. So I said to myself, I'm going to spray it on my, spray it on my, night shirt when I lay down and go to bed. So I sprayed it on my shirt and see if I could get any kind of, wear it all night, wear it to bed, and see if I could get any kind of, in the morning, get any kind of, good response from the fragrance. But this fragrance here woke me up in the middle of the night, the morning, I should say. And it smelled so beautiful and musky. And I was looking at a young lady's review, and she said it gave her the mindset of K. Ali's musk. And I was thinking, like, when I first sprayed it, no, this doesn't give me K. Ali musk, because K. Ali musk, I really haven't came across a fragrance that smells like K. Ali musk. And I woke up to this fragrance like, oh my goodness, it's my my pajama shirt smelled so good, guys. I was like, what is smelling? I couldn't even believe it was the fragrance that was smelling that wonderful. I was so amazed at this fragrance. So I just want to tell you guys, if you get this fragrance and you get this opening, the top notes, and even in the middle, and even in a dry down, you will get that oud. I say oud, some people say burning rubber, and you will get it for a while. But when this fragrance dries down and it starts to bloom, it blooms in something so elegant and musky and beautiful and just tremendous. I mean, it's just a wonderful. I haven't talked about a fragrance like this in a long time. So now I see what all the hype is about. This is a beautiful, sophisticated, just a lovely fragrance, gorgeous fragrance. So if you're thinking about getting your hands on this or putting your hands, I myself would recommend this is it. Now it has me curious of trying some of the other ones in this line. I know I may be a little late. Sometimes we all are, but it doesn't matter. It matters when you put your nose on the fragrance and if you enjoy it or not. This one is Rosendo Matu number 5. Beautiful. I'm so glad I picked this fragrance up. And last but not least was a fragrance that I've been waiting on as well, and I was on the fence about purchasing it. Did I need it? I have another fragrance by this house, and I wasn't quite sure because I wasn't so overwhelmed by that. Wasn't overwhelmed by or delighted by that. Like it was nice, but it wasn't nothing that just made me head over heels for. So I wasn't quite sure if I was going to pick up this fragrance, but I did. Initio's Musk Therapy. Now let me give you the notes for this fragrance. The notes are, this one is, I believe, a unisex fragrance. It is. And the notes are white musk, black currant, bergamot. It's mandarin, magnolia, head-on, and white sandalwood. It is a citrus, musky, floral, fruity, powdery, woody, green, fresh, spicy, aromatic, animalic fragrance. Am I glad I got the fragrance? I picked it up in this haul. I'm still out on that answer. I'm still out on that answer. To me, it's just a citrus fragrance, and if you've been watching me, you know I'm not a big lover of citrus. If it is married with other notes and it's something to break up sweetness or something, then I'm good with it. But just to have a fragrance that's citrus, all citrus, that's not my thing. This one's not a bad fragrance, and it's not a fragrance It's not a Rosendo Matu number 5 to me. So just so you know, this one was hyped up as well. Am I glad to have it in my collection? I'm still out on that as well. It's just a citrus. It doesn't last on me at all. So that's another reason why I have the opinions that I have about the fragrance. But it's just citrus. I don't get a lot of musk. It's not going to be a Kayali or Rosendo Matu number 5. You're not going to me, you're not going to get a lot of musk. What you are going to get is citrus. And you'll get a delicate citrus. On my skin, it doesn't even last. It doesn't last practically at all. And what's funny is I have Side Effect by Initio. And a Side Effect is a beast. It's very, very potent. It's long lasting, it's projecting, and it's very spicy. That opening note is very spicy. But Musk Therapy, and maybe it is because of the musk, is very light. It's very delicate. It's close to the skin. It doesn't have projection, and it definitely doesn't have any longevity on my skin. So this one is Musk Therapy by Initio. So that's all I have for you guys. I didn't want to keep you here that long, but I had about 12 fragrances in my perfume haul that is new to my collection, and I thought, what would be a better video than to bring all of those new fragrances to my collection, to you guys, and give you my review and thoughts and opinion. So please, before you leave, I hope you enjoy. Let me say that. I hope you enjoy. And please, before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I just want to tell you guys, for all the ones that come in and see me regularly, come watch my videos, I want to say I appreciate you. And leaving me comments about my, warm and soothing and calming demeanor or my voice. I really, really, really appreciate you. Please don't forget to hit that notification bell, and please don't forget to share my videos. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see you again soon, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.